Okay guys, here we are in Friday Night 9 Ball again, and we've just joined a match between a guy called Quack and Ron, who's free ball, and Quack is getting 4 racks on the wire in this handicap tournament. It's a race to 7, and he's just won the first rack. Before the recording started, Ron scratched and gave Quack ball in hand. He had 3 balls to sink and he sunk them. So 3 balls now under pressure, 5-0 down, and he plays a good shot there. The 4-9 combo was set, and he played the draw shot off the 1 and gets a very quick rack on the board. So let's have a quick look at the brackets. My voice is just holding up today. So this match is a second round match, and Ron beat Stevie Emo in the first round by 7 racks to 4. Stevie Mo was getting 2 racks, and this chap Quack was playing, who was he playing? Romario, and he was getting 2 racks in that match, and he beat Romario 7-3. So I think this guy is fairly capable, but we shall see. And let's rejoin the match. So Ron has got ball in hand. We've got a cluster of balls on the left hand side of the table, and clearly the problem there's the 5 and 6 are tied up. The 4 ball goes past the 7, I believe. So ideally he wants to leave an angle on this 4 so that he can actually move that 5 and 6. Now the 4 does squeeze past the 7 as we look, and he's left maybe a bit more of an angle than he actually wanted there, but it's perfect to run into that 5 and 6. Doesn't need to hit it hard. But he's overcut it, but he's got a second prize. So let's see where this chap Quack is from. Let's have a quick look. Let's click on his name, and we see he's from France. So another new name that I haven't seen before. At least I haven't seen him in a tournament. And Ron ties him up again, but an easy kick shot here, as long as he doesn't hit that middle jaw first. And how's his luck? Well, it looks reasonably okay. The 7's blocking the pocket. And that wasn't the best of safeties there. A chance to probably just play a little soft bank shot here. Well, he's actually cut it. Oh, almost got it. Thought he's going to maybe try and play a little safety. And Ron needs to force this through or just roll it slow so he leaves the 7 into the right pocket. Well, he's chose to run through, and this isn't easy. And this needs to play this a nice even pace to get the cue ball off that end rail and back out. He's going to leave the long 7 or get it, oh sorry, not 7, 8. He's run a little bit further, so he's got it easy into the middle. And now he's overhit it. I'm assuming he played that into the right hand corner, or maybe he was trying to run through to play it in the middle, but he's made a little bit of a hash of that one, and he could pay the price. Now this 9 ball is off the rail, so it is cuttable, but he chose not to go for it. And I think we're going to get a bit of tippy tapping here until somebody makes a mistake. And now here's the opportunity. There is an invitation to bank this back into the left hand middle pocket, and he took the chance and he's missed it, and he'll pay the price, I think. Free ball or Ron should get this, and that reduces his deficit. Remember, it's winner breaks, and it doesn't look as if he's had any joy in the break there. Well, that was a nice cut in the 1, and got a nice kiss off the 9 as well to hold for the 2. And could we see a 3-9 combo in a minute or two, because the cue ball's going to be coming over. And that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. And as long as he just lines up the 3 to the pocket, it should be a... Well, he just jabbed at that one. Should have took a bit more time there. Again, I seem to forget they've got a shot clock and he's got an extension, and took that a bit too quick. Again, another poor safety there. Ron struggling with the pace of the cue ball, and he's given Kwak another very good opportunity to take out this rack. He needs to get the pace of this right so he can come over by the 9 ball. He's played that well, and this is a crucial shot in the rack. He needs to get from the 6 up to the 7, and as long as he misses a 9, well, he's failed there's kicked into the 9. And free ball can breathe a sigh of relief there. He's back at the table, and that's perfect position on the 8. Just needs to roll it in. He's on the 9, and that reduces his deficit even further. And hopefully this time, for his sake, he gets a ball in the break. We try and string a rack or 2 together, and something went in the bottom left there, and the 1s went in the top right. And he's got... Well, he could try the cut, but the bank looks the easier shot here. If he doesn't get it in the bottom pocket, it'll go up past 8 into the top pocket. Oh, it just drops. Played at nice pocket pace. And again, looking into a blind pocket, he's really misjudged that one in the 4. And again, a nice cut, and landed perfectly on the 5 ball. But this time he's drawn it back too far. He's going to have to play this with inside English so he can check off that left rail and kick the cue ball back down towards the 7. And that's why he's missed the 6. He got perfect on the 7, but the English has sent the 6 ball offline. Once again, a French colleague here has a chance to steal this rack. It's all about getting from the 8 to the 9. And he looks to have played that nice pace, as long as he doesn't scratch. And so Monsieur Quack goes to the hill. He leads by 6 racks to 3, and Freeball knows that he's had his chances. And no luck on the break for the French guy. And now somehow Ron has to try and get onto this 3, try and leave the combination shot in the 9, and he looks to be perfect. Again, needs to take your time, use the shot clock, get it lined up nicely, and he sinks the 9 and gets it back to 6 racks to 4 against. Gets certainly the 1 ball went in the top right, but no shot in the 2. Again, another weak safety shot, and that might be that Ron's struggling with the speed of his mouse, because he's not get the pace and control in the cue ball enough. 2 or 3 shots that we've seen have proved that. Well, that was an excellent shot. Okay, he missed the 3, but he actually got perfect on the 4. And there's no way that Ron is going to get in the 4 here without thumping this cue ball and avoiding traffic. Well, that has worked out brilliantly. A nice kiss off the 4, off the 5, and he's tracked between the 9 and the 6, and he's perfect on the 4. Needs to draw back off it. And the pressure's on now. Everything's in his own hands in this rack, and that needs to run a bit more. Let's see how the 6 goes. Well, that's really tight, but he's going to have to commit it, because he's got to get the cue ball down for that 7. And you see, he just didn't hit that hard enough. That should have been another 2 feet up the table. And this is where you'll get the cue ball starting to run. And there you go. He's overcut the 7. But I think, yeah, the problem at distance there, and with the 7 ball being close to the pocket, was judging the pace and control of the cue ball. Now here is a chance. If he's going to go all out, he can bank the 8 and send the cue ball around the angles and down for the 9. It's an all or nothing shot to do that. Well, he chose to draw back and leave the 9 at a distance, but he might pay the price now. Although this is an awkward cut. And Quack gets it, and he's kicked the 9 up the table, and he has a fairly straightforward 9 to seal the match. And remember, Ron will go to the 1 loss side. So Quack wins the match by 7 racks to 4.